It's been really fucking busy, but I did my taxes yesterday.
Hey.
So it's all fucking good.
Mazel tov.
That's great.
It took so long, but I have a CPA now. She's
Hey.
tender and yep.
That's great.
Tender.
She's tender. She's tender. She did her job
Nice.
very
Oh.
tenderly for my precious
That's
baby
really
soul.
nice.
That's awesome.
I'd love a tender CPA.
Yeah.
I need any CPA, but a tender one sounds great.
Yeah, seriously.
All right.
All right.
Welcome to Witchcast.
Welcome to Witchcast.
'Cause it's Witchcast.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Kate.
And this is the Witchcast podcast.
Yes, and we are your novice baby learning, growing witches, trying to glean all we can
Just learning stuff about witchcraft.
of all sorts of things that fall under the big witchcraft umbrella.
The wide magical world.
Yes, mysticism, paganism, occult shit, we're into it.
If it's an ism,
Yeah.
well, I'm not going to say into it, but we're learning about
We're
it.
learning about it and inviting you to learn along with us
Yeah.
and keeping us honest. And speaking of keeping us honest, we also like to have really special, awesome guests on the show who know more than us.
Yes.
And today we...
Experts, if you
Yes,
will.
experts. And today we have 3 really awesome guests who know way more than us that I'm very excited to have on the show.
Yeah, we have, well, first of all, you might remember from our numerology episode,
Yes.
we had Jasmine, and Jasmine is back along with her 2 co-hosts of the Power of 3 podcast. We have Jess and Ella and Jasmine here.
Woohoo!
Welcome,
Power of
guys.
3 girls. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for
Hello.
having us.
Our pleasure. Thanks for being here.
Oh my gosh, so excited. I feel like we almost, we have enough for a full coven right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
think we do.
I feel a lot of feminine energy right now.
It's good. It's very good. So would you guys want to introduce yourselves individually just so people can maybe, one, hear your voices so that we know who's who
Yeah.
when we're talking,
quite
and
crowded.
2, just talk a little bit about your own practice and anything you want to say
Right,
about
'cause-
yourself in your witchcraft life.
Yeah, because each of you kind of have a different area that you specialize in as witches, right? Yeah. We'd love to hear about you. Who wants to go first?
I'm Ella. I'm a Gemini sun, Leo moon, Aquarius
Yeah.
rising. That's important to
Yes.
know. I would say that I probably specialize in more like home kind of magic. A lot of like in the kitchen with cleaning, with family. My little kids and my husband and I are all doing pagan rituals around the wheel of the year.
I
So
love
that's
that.
been a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to watch them open up to magic and all that good stuff. And I also make herbal smoke cleansing bundles. Those are probably what first was one of my witch like crafts, like it was one of the first witchy things I was making.
Cool.
And now I went from sage to all kinds of stuff like cinnamon and fir and thyme and freaking you can burn almost anything. I've just been spending the last 3 years setting shit on fire. Let's just
What
be
a
real.
great life.
Sounds like high school. No, that sounds awesome.
I love that.
And Jess, do you want to go next?
Yeah, so I'm Jess. I have called myself the Transformation Witch for about the past year and a half. I found my way into really this whole atmosphere of people and things and magic through trying to heal myself from PTSD, chronic depression, and really bad anxiety. I needed to find a way to do what I loved and sharing my healing with the world. And so I do a lot of energy work and I do coaching around coming out of traumatic experiences and moving past blockages and everything.
Wow, that's amazing. That's so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
And of course, Jasmine, we've
Yep,
had here
yep.
before, but Jasmine, would you like to tell the people a little bit about
For
yourself?
those slackers who didn't listen to our amazing numerology episode.
Hello, it's me. I'm back. Yes, of course, I'm a numerologist, and that plays a huge role in what I do. My other favorite tools are tarot and astrology. I've been working with tarot the longest, astrology the least. But I'm also a fucking dork, and I spend pretty much my whole life studying this stuff. Honestly, I've spent my entire day in my room, just working on stuff and studying stuff. That is what I do. The type of magic I perform, the type of witch that I am, is solitary witchcraft. That tends to be what everyone is called to these days. It's just the path that all of us are currently on, or most of us at least. And yeah, I mainly do chaos magic, which we'll talk about today, but I do a lot of sex magic. That is what has been working for me for a long time now. It's easy and it works really well. And so as far as, the witchcraft side of it goes, sex magic is what I do,
That's
baby.
awesome. Yeah, I love that our Emily's a double Scorpio and was like, yes, I feel that. Oh yeah. So I'd love to know that your triad, Jasmine, and also Jess as well. Like that'd be fun, I think, for me personally and our listeners.
I'm
Go ahead.
I'm a Capricorn sun, Scorpio moon, and Aquarius rising.
And I'm an Aries sun, Leo moon, and Scorpio rising.
Yeah. Wow. A lot of.
So if you didn't notice, we all share signs in our top three. They both have Leo moons, and me and Ella both have Aquarius risings, and me and Jess both have Scorpio, but in different placements.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's powerful, man. That's a lot of power in a trio.
Yeah.
No wonder you all have
In a threesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Call it what
Yeah.
it is.
Call it what it is.
It's a hot threesome. It's a spicy threesome.
Yeah.
If you go back and listen to some of our beginning episodes, they really do start out that way. There's so much penis and vagina.
I mean, they're still.
Yes.
It's just evolved.
I think
just
it's
evolved.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Subtler,
it's so
more
fun,
grown up, more mature.
more complex. I love listening to your podcast. It's all of our listeners should definitely check them out.
Yeah. If you're not listening to Power of Three podcast yet, check it out. They're the best.
Definitely. And the chemistry, I think finding three people, finding two others that you really connect with and, or find yourselves on similar journeys and are dedicated enough to the craft, but still have different areas of focus. Like how magical is that? That's super cool.
Yeah.
And in the astrology kind of overlap that you have. I mean, gosh, super faded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know we talked about this when we were on your podcast, which also, guys, there's a sister podcast coming out, or will have already come out when this comes out.
At the same time.
They will be coming out at the same time as this on Power of Three, where we talk to the ladies about our own journey with becoming witches and all that. But for our listeners, in case they haven't gotten there yet, how did you guys all meet? I know that you met through Instagram. Is that it? Or you met through a shared mentor? Is that something like that? Tell me again.
Kind of both.
Kind of both.
Yeah, definitely both.
Yeah, kind of both. We were all from the Instagram family. We were all kind of in this path of wanting to be entrepreneurs, and we all signed up for the same mentorship from Sean of Witchy Wisdoms.
So cool. Witchy Wisdoms. Oh, I know them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually was listening to you had a recent episode with Sean where you interviewed her about her journey and like how crazy successful she's become in such a short amount of time. And it was super inspiring and just, definitely if any of our listeners are interested in how to monetize and like be able to like use witchcraft in their careers, I definitely suggest go listen to that episode. But yeah, I mean, what an amazing person. And then also so cool that you all came together
Through
and
that community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're all across state lines and it's neat. It's super cool.
We have never actually met in physical reality yet. I know.
It reminds
We do, however, have a date. We have a date planned for this Wednesday to meet on the astral realm.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
That'll be
we're going to be doing an episode on astral travel, which will be out by the time this is out. So if anyone's curious, you can
I was
go
going to
listen
say,
to it.
please let me know when that goes out because I really want to listen to that.
Jess suggested, she's like, let's do some, practical research on this, like why don't we all just try to meet on the astral realm and then we can record the episode the next day.
So cool. So cool.
Hell yeah.
I
That's
was
so cool.
I was for my birthday, my boyfriend took me to one of those isolation pod places where you do the floats, with the salt water. And so it was the coolest fucking thing. And I definitely tried to I've never done any kind of astral projection before, but I was like, well, I've talked to some psychics and mediums now. I feel like I can try and visit. Like, why not? And so just tried to just check in with different people. And Emily was in Japan actually at the time. And so I tried to check in with her and immediately got a sense that she was sleeping. So I was like, I'll come back later. But yeah, it's I love the idea of it. I want to learn more and practice it more. I think that's super cool.
Yeah, that rocks.
And it's one that you can just throw into your life. You have to have dedication, much like anything else, but you're going to sleep anyway. So why not just start practicing it?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Plus, it's so cheap, you don't have to worry about blackout pricing.
So much cheaper than going to Japan.
It's eco-friendly travel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so sorry
For the
that.
budget witch.
Exactly.
I like it.
Exactly. But today we're going to be talking about not astral projection, but chaos magic.
Yes.
Which I don't know about you, Em, but when I first dove into my kind of brief research, I thought it was more specific than it is. It seems like it's one of those kind of fun dichotomies of something that has very specific kind of practices within it, but is actually very much all encompassing and hard to define.
Yeah, it's
at
sort
the
of
same
a
time.
belief system that's defined by not being defined by any one thing. If
Would-
that makes sense.
Would you girls agree?
Definitely, yeah. There's a huge focus of chaos magic is to release dogma. And on the flip side of that, to use faith as a tool. So essentially, yeah, you're kind of believing nothing while also believing everything and being able to kind of tap in and use spirituality of all types. You could say Christian prayers, you could say Buddhist prayers, you can say pagan chants, you can, kind of whichever is necessary or appropriate at the moment. So it's a very fluid and it's not chaos as in everything out the fucking door, no precaution, no safety. It's actually got a lot of focus on meticulous records and all that. So, it's not as willy-nilly as you think, but it allows you to improvise where you need to, or to use things that are appropriate for the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So the chaos part of chaos magic is actually everything else in the universe, and you're bringing the focus into the middle of that chaos.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I have to say, when I started researching this, I for sure did not know what chaos magic was. I was totally off base for what I thought it. Yeah, I definitely thought of it as being much more focused on chaos as opposed to focus on almost bringing something else to chaos. But really, so chaos magic is essentially the belief in the power of belief itself and the rejection of really any sort of rigid religious structure or dogmatic structure. Is that about correct, loosely?
Nice.
I'm getting nods.
Yeah.
I was listening to this old episode. Last podcast on the left did a 2-parter on chaos magic, which I thought was really funny, listening to those guys talk about chaos magic. But Henry Zabrowski said it's the chain wallet of The Secret. It's the chain wallet version of The Secret, which I thought was really funny.
That's so creative.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what a fun
I think it was specifically referencing it's punk, or kind of the origins coming about the same time as punk rock. But I also saw a lot of kind of sources referencing it as this DIY, kind of version of magic practice coming out of something that was, Wicca and Hermetic Kabbalism, which is so kind of particular and you have to be initiated. You have to go through all these kind of different steps in order to be considered a member of this group. Chaos was kind of a branch off of that, saying, Well, no, actually, you don't.
Yeah, like all your magic is getting trapped up in the trappings of structured religion or whatever the religion may be.
Right.
Sort of, I think.
Uh,
So the origins of chaos magic were really in the 1970s with postmodernism, is my understanding.
Yes.
So it's obviously it borrows in terms of practices from all sorts of different religions. So it's more of like a theory of magic, where it's like a contemporary magical practice that was developed in England in the 1970s, and it worked with the philosophy of Austin Osman Spare, who was an artist and occultist in England in the
Right. He also came up with that
80s
spare
to
theory of
50s?
sigils we covered in our sigil episode as well.
yes.
He didn't necessarily actually create what is called chaos magic, but from my understanding, and obviously, ladies, please correct us if we're ever wrong or add on to it.
Oh yeah, we are also new to this, and so we're just trying to give our listeners an overview. So
Yeah, we just
jump
did some
in.
Googling. But a lot of his kind of teachings and theories and practices, like with sigils and stuff that he came up with, kind of became a lot of the different practices of chaos magic, is my understanding. Would you say that's right? Yeah. Anyway.
I think so.
Yeah, you guys are hitting it on the head. So
Cool.
Great. And then, so in practice, chaos magic is, again, it's mostly like choosing to believe in like manifestation and the psychological aspects of magic versus any one specific, like there is a god and it is this god and you have to pray to him this way, but instead believing that there is sort of like an overarching magic and that things that work are sufficient. Like if it's more like results driven. Like if it works kind of thing. Right?
Yeah.
Definitely, which is why it's super important to keep like a journal or notebook of like what you're doing and what you've noticed and things you've used and how you've seen it come into fruition in your life.
Yeah. I'd love to hear more about,
Yeah,
so do you all keep journals of, sorry, go ahead.
It's also called success magic, for that reason, because it is about, it's not only about creating successful spells, but it really is, and it's why I practice chaos magic and sex magic. It is extremely successful when you are focusing and just utilizing belief in this specific type of way.
Awesome. Cool. And would you say that all three of you practice chaos magic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. Yep.
And do you all, so in terms of how, I feel like I came in with more questions than answers on this one, but in a good way. Like I'm excited and I want to hear how you put it into practice. So you all keep journals of what you try and whether or not, and what sort of, is that accurate?
Yeah.
For the
It
most part.
is.
Yeah.
for
I actually
me.
have a few different.
Yeah, for the most part.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean,
I was just
I'm
saying,
a human.
yeah, for the most part, I
obviously
use.
will take breaks from it.
Yeah. I love to journal. I keep track of lots of things, but am I really great and very diligent about it? No. No.
Yeah. I have a bunch of different like segments because I'm a fucking Gemini. So I have like 8 different magic books, all pertaining to different things. Like one is my personal grimoire. I have a family grimoire. I have like just my journal that I just fuck around in. And then I have like a recipe book that I started when I was in high school that I write down all my like food and like magical herb stuff in. And so I have a bunch of different, and I have for my products or for my testers, I'll make different little like topical oils and shit like that. But yeah, lots and lots and lots and lots of fucking paper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, a
Most
journal
of
is the
mine-
witch's best friend.
Yeah, most of mine aren't finished. I'm very much an Aries, and I have a Virgo midheaven. So if things aren't perfect, I'm like, it's not even worth having this. I should just. But I'll keep it all because the information's useful. But if I can't make it look pretty, I'm not gonna like waste a whole notebook on it.
I identify with that so much.
My Capricorn ass is like, once we start this, we are finishing it to the very last page.
And my chaotic double Scorpio energy is just notes on every possible surface.
Yeah, my
Going
Sag
through
sun
having
fights
to
that
go through,
hard.
like, my entire computer, phone, notebooks to find one thing. I know I put it somewhere. I wrote it
Yeah.
down, I'm sure.
Sometimes having to write it on my desk, so you just remember to look that thing up.
Right, yeah. Just
Yeah, journaling's hard. Oh God, I'm very behind.
Yeah.
So there was a few different kind of practices that we came across in our brief research. Again, very brief, but would love to hear your thoughts on some of them, and then also, any other ways that you specifically kind of incorporate chaos magic into your practices.
Yeah, or things that you found like really worked, or either that you were surprised by, or that you were like that you just want to tell people about, anything like that.
Yeah, because it feels like from what we've learned is that it's so hard to define, and there really is no set of rules, or you must do this or you must not do that. Just kind of a guideline that chaos magicians have used, from in the past that others can then follow. But like said, it seems very much of like what works for you works, and kind of seems inherently what witchcraft is about at its core. When I was reading about it, I was like, oh, this sounds a lot like everything I do.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It certainly overlaps with the concept
essentially
of like an
modern
eclectic
witchcraft
witch.
is it is very similar to an eclectic witch, where you pick and choose what works best for you, and it's just about exploring, what works. What I like about chaos magic, though, is the intense need to believe. Like, you just have to believe in something, and now go explore every different avenue in which, that belief can be funneled.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and I would say one of the only actual rules of chaos magic is to prize your own experience above like what other people tell you. I know that sounds kind of like fucked up and rebellious,
that's
but
great.
also it's because you're supposed to follow your intuition. You're supposed to figure out what works. It's all about experimentation. It's basically you're an alchemist, you're a chemist, you're a scientist, you're like bubbling the elements together and hoping you don't explode your laboratory.
Yeah.
So I got to keep good notes and label shit.
Yeah,
important.
I love that. I think it definitely speaks to the new younger generations, to this like idea of individualism and like what works for you. But like I did come across chaos magic being called kind of like it's really a lot of analysis. It's like you said, like experimenting, trial and error. And that's where the journals come in, and seeing what works for you. And like Jasmine, you were saying, the success driven, result driven magic. I think that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I came across that I thought was really interesting, and would love if you guys work with it at all, is the idea of gnosis.
Yeah.
So inhibitory, ecstatic, or indifferent vacuity are the three different main kinds of gnosis that I came across in my research, which is meaning like going into altered states of consciousness through different means. So I, saw that inhibitory is kind of more like yoga or meditation, where ecstatic is more kind of sex magic, or like heavy breathing, like more it's excitatory. And then indifferent vacuity is kind of more of like, I think, more trance like. Do you ladies practice any of those, or can speak on any of it?
So I don't necessarily directly work on those. I think I'm like in the stages of getting to that. But gnosis is really just like like you said, an extreme state of consciousness, from on one side or the other. So it's something that can take you out of your own reality and make you kind of like making you become the complete observer of everything else. You're completely outside of your known reality.
Rad.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I practice meditation the most as a solitary witch. It's obviously the easiest thing you can do. I have a very chattery inner monologue, so I used to sit and just try and be silent in my mind for as long as possible. That's one way that I practice it, because that's very challenging to do. I call them Kegels for the brain, because I can't do it for super long, but it's good practice.
I love that.
And like even sometimes you're just like waiting for the bus and you're like, okay, well, let's just see how long I can not think a thought for, and just be like, Kegel face.
I'm fucking right now. You have no idea. Oh my god.
But that. I also do really love a guided meditation. There's so many on YouTube, and yeah, like I said, it's easy for a solitary witch who has 3 other roommates, I can just sit in my room, and it's the easiest way to get into gnosis. But if I had a choice and could do this all the time, ecstatic dance is my absolute favorite, which is just a form of dancing. It's essentially dance like no one's watching.
To the max.
But there are groups that get together and there'll be like a DJ, and ecstatic dance practices can happen at any time of day. I know people who go at like 6 a.m. on Thursday mornings, before work. It's essentially, you just have the lights kind of down low, everyone does their own thing, and you just dance and dance and dance. And it's a huge release, especially because in our society, dancing is such a self-conscious thing. Like people are, tend to be pretty like, oh no, I don't like to dance. And we can get really in our heads. And so being able to just like release in that kind of way and detach from this consciousness in that kind of way is beautiful. If anyone ever gets an opportunity to go to an ecstatic dance event, 2 thumbs up for that. Do it.
I love that.
Yeah, I would definitely do that.
Yeah, because I feel like,
So
like
fun.
letting your body move rhythmically and like move freely is such a big part of feeling mentally healthy in some ways,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also
we
reminds
store,
me a lot.
we store thoughts and feelings in our body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so moving releases it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I believe that very much.
Well, yeah. It's all about also too, like, kind of channeling and using your own energy, right? Which to me reminds me a lot of like, kind of traditional Wiccan practice, or like how you like different stuff I used to read about, gathering up your energy to cast a circle or whatever. They would recommend singing or dancing or meditation or, all those kind of things. It's really about kind of distilling the mind and like letting go and like being able to work with your own life force.
Yeah, I use singing a lot.
All that good stuff.
I prefer to dance while no one's watching, so I do it at home.
Nice.
Hey, if it works, it works. Sometimes I dance naked before I shower.
Nice.
Nice. That's fun.
Or dancing naked in the shower.
Yeah.
Just don't slip.
But that's
dangerous.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but that's what I do. I'd like to live my life on the edge.
Yeah.
Such an Aries.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Danger.
What a fire sign. As long as you hold on to that pole, you're fine.
Yeah. Just make sure you've got the thing you can catch. Like keep a hand out.
Or get the little those like sticky things for the bottom of your tub,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Got
rubbery
some
mat,
rubber duckies on the floor.
like old people's.
Drop your rubber duckies on the
ladies
floor.
lay
That
up to
sounds
your
even more
feet.
dangerous. Just throw some obstacles on the floor to trip on.
I just want to say our podcast is not recommending anyone dance in the shower. Disclaimer.
But we're not
They
recommending
have
it.
those rubber ducky like little stickies like the mat, but they're
yes.
not the mat. You don't get all that gunk underneath of
No,
it.
sure.
Because I'm a bath taker.
That makes sense.
Yes.
I hear what you're saying.
I hear you. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Ugh, yeah.
Oh man, I am so afraid of falling and dying in the bathtub.
My fear is choking alone.
Same.
Oh god, I almost had that happen to me a couple times when I lived alone.
Yeah, it's scary.
It's really scary.
It's a scary thing.
It's a really scary thought.
Anyway, so sigils is another thing. This is coming from our good guy Austin Osman Spare, but also obviously a lot of different practices use sigils. But this is something that came up a lot in kind of our chaos magic research. Do you ladies use sigils at all in your work, and how do you use them?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I do. I use them a lot these days. Yeah, I they are an intrinsic part of the sex magic that I do. So I will create a sigil based on whatever I'm trying to manifest in my life, and then I will masturbate. And when I am reaching climax, I just focus on that sigil. Now, I love to masturbate, which is why I like sex magic.
That's great.
So even when I don't have a sigil ready to go, I will still do that, but at climax, I'll just focus on that sentence. If I can't imagine the sigil exactly as it is, I'll also spend like a lot of time writing them out, and I repeat them over and over again. It's a great way to get it in my brain and get used to just like really imprint it in my brain so that it works even better when I am performing the magic. And honestly, every time I do this, it fucking works. Now, it's not just a one-off thing. You can't just do it once and expect results. You got to do it every day for a couple of days, maybe a
sure.
week, and then
Well, if I have
boom,
to,
it's
I
there.
suppose.
Witch's orders. Gotta masturbate. Sorry, guys.
I'll take it. Any
Yeah,
excuse is
Great,
fine.
That's how I use 'em.
Sounds good. So you're saying
I'm making money.
at least once a day for as long as you possibly can.
Yep.
Well, it's
pretty
kind of like the
much.
thought of rewiring your brain, and you have to repetitively do this, but also while you're doing this, you're letting go of the thought that this needs to happen and kind of replacing it with the thought that this has already happened.
And it gets easier the more you practice it, because the more you see success in it, the more you're like, yep, it's going to work, you know? And it's like just having your mind be so confident that something's going to work, and just releasing the stress and anxiety of it is, I mean, scientifically, that's just more proven to bring it into your life anyway,
Yeah.
regardless of the
Awesome.
masturbation.
Yeah.
That's just a fun added
That's
perk.
just science.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's true though. It is. That is science. It's like, it works to like, even if you just like, basically, even if you think about a lot of these things as psychology and just like training your brain to think in certain ways and do certain things, it works. It's scientifically proven to work, let alone, magic and like whatever forces of the universe and all that stuff. But like,
Yeah.
but even if you want to be super pragmatic about it, it just fucking works,
Yeah, our minds are really powerful in the way. Yeah.
I have a you can continue, but I have a friend who is a psychiatrist, and she specifically works in DBT, which I can't remember exactly what it means off the top of my head, but it's pretty spiritual stuff. But she is very sciencey about it, and we agree and work with the same topics all the time. So I'm constantly like, it's scientific.
Yeah, it's just facts. That's
DBT was something we used a lot in the mental hospitals, especially
Nice.
for people with borderline.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking it up. It's dialectical behavior therapy.
All right.
Yeah, it's very cool stuff. It's incredibly witchy. It really is.
Yeah, that rocks.
Same, but different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything is witchy. People just don't
Yeah.
want to admit it.
I think we've talked about this on our podcast before, but we both talked to like financial psychologists at one point for work, and like financial psychologists talk about how much like your mindset affects like outcomes in terms of long-term financial situations and that kind of thing. And if you can change your mindset, you can actually change how things turn out for you, like
Financially.
financially. And that is considered a proven thing, and it's the kind of thing that can go in Business Insider. And it's just like, you're talking about witchcraft. Like, or if witchcraft is a way that you can do that to your brain, then that is witchcraft that you are doing.
Right. It's all
Honestly,
You are witches.
Forbes
that's
is full of
probably
witches.
what got me into doing like more intense spells and actually working with magic, was because I started out with psychology.
Yeah.
Like I was the little kid on the playground making potions and playing with bugs in the earth and, doing all the witchy stuff before you knew that that's what you were doing.
Love it.
But then as I grew older, I got into psychology and I started working in mental health, and I just realized how important our thought processing is and our brain patterns and all of this stuff, and that threw me into this world of magic, and there you have it. It's all kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that rocks.
Yes.
And I feel like chaos magic, bringing it back,
Yeah.
works with that. I mean, because it's so about the power of belief and about like the power of belief to drive things to work,
Yeah. I think a lot of the stuff that I saw like kind of overlaps with a lot of like quantum theory and kind of and like we said, psychology and sociology. Something I briefly looked at was like the idea of Kia, or the universal consciousness, and this idea that that is also part of like chaos magic, of that, the idea that different people across the world can be coming up with the same kind of idea at the same time, because we're all kind of part of this collective consciousness and being able to tap into that.
Isn't it so crazy when you go on Instagram or something and you had just been thinking about, I don't know, you're thinking about some crazy out there idea and you're like, oh, I could maybe make some content about that. And then you go on and you see like 5 different people have already started making content about that thing that you were just thinking about.
Yeah, the universal wavelength is very loud sometimes.
Sucks, but it's great.
Yeah, it's also how we end up with like 2 heist movies at the same time or whatever. I feel like. You know? So
I just came up with such a
terms
stupid
of-
comparison to that as well. a Bug's
Oh,
Life
wait,
and
I'm
ants.
intrigued.
Remember
Yes.
those came out like
Yes,
Yes!
you know, within like a year of
Yes.
each other or something. You know,
What
those
the-
must have been in production
can't-
long before then.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, I still can't tell
Same
those
thing.
movies apart. I'm like, wait, which one is which? I fucking forget.
One sucks more than the other, and the other one only sucks
Yeah.
a little.
True.
But which one's which?
Yeah.
Bug's Life is
Exactly.
better, I want to say.
I think so.
I think Bug's Life is better.
feel like I had
Personally,
ants
I'm
and a
team.
Caterpillar who
I'm
says
team
he's a
Bug's
beautiful
Life.
butterfly.
Yes.
I'm a beautiful
Remember ants
butterfly.
being
Look at my
scary.
wings. Yeah, it was.
Did one of those have 2 fireflies where one is like, "Don't go towards the light, Jerry," and he's like, "I can't help it."
Mhm.
I think that's also Bug's Life.
All right. Well, that has
think
been
that's
running
Bug's
through
Life,
my
yeah.
mind every day for 25 years or however long that's been out. So good to know it did exist.
Yeah.
I think that movie taught me that ladybugs are not all ladies.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Big lessons.
Mhm.
Big
I
lesson.
remember that. He's a very butch man.
I have to check my pronouns when I talk to him.
Right? Yeah. Check your pronouns.
I do. When I talk to ladybugs, I'll be like, "Oh, let's put her in my garden." I'm like, "Oh, or he." I'm sorry.
Right? Yeah. They.
Just using the universal day. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, the difference is one is DreamWorks and one is Disney. That's what the main difference
Yeah.
is.
And we all know how that ends.
Yeah, we all know how that works out. I love the idea of universal consciousness too, because I also think it's like this. I picture this. This is not from any research, but just my own personal experience of like this kind of big neural network in the sky that if you're really in tune, you can tap into. And it's like, I'm sure you ladies have these moments all the time where you're thinking about someone and then they text you. It happens to me like all the fucking time. And specifically with people I'm like, obviously like my boyfriend, like every time I think about him, he'll text me at the exact moment. And like, that's probably just because we text all the time. But like, you know, I think there's totally something to that of like, you're thinking of someone and then you run into them or they reach out. I love that idea that we can kind of like, again, astral projection, we can communicate, you know, like energy wise, spiritual wise, with our minds. I don't know. I think it's cool.
Yep. Yeah.
It's really
That's
cool.
the sound of
I mean,
fingers.
the more
pointing
you
at head, you know,
practice it as well, the easier it gets. Like I just find that when you first start noticing those type of things, because we all do it all the time, you know, predict things or, you know, can tap into each other's energy. It's a very natural human thing. But the more aware of it that you get and the more you notice it and record it, the more it happens. And then the more confident you are with it and the more you can be like, the more you can just like know. You just know things.
Yeah.
It happens to me quite frequently now. Actually,
Yeah.
I was doing your meditation today, Jess, for the first time. Jess sent us these meditations to try out and give her feedback. And at one point, you like, you're telling us, you know, we're imagining different things. And before you even say it, I'm like, all right, she wants us to imagine we're on a beach in Hawaii. And then you literally like, you're on a beach in Hawaii. And I was like, I'm good.
I think I got
Where I
it.
want to be. I was
I
channeling
was like, I
Ella
was already there,
I
babe.
know. Ariella's like, I'm already here.
That's what I thought. I was like,
Yeah.
she's there with us.
I don't go to the beach very often, though. Spoiler alert.
I'm sure.
I hate the sand. I always have ever since I was young. I'm like, I fucking hate the water. I hate the sand. I
Wow.
don't like being in the sun. I'm definitely more of a mountains forest person.
Mm.
But we have
feel that
nice
sand is-
forests, so
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah, luckily Hawaii
same.
has all of that.
Right.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
on my island. We have like, I think we have like 11 climate zones. Like there's literally desert, rainforest, fucking like evergreen style forest.
That's
and
wild.
plains, and yeah, it is quite wild.
How
Paradise.
big is
man.
the island that you're on?
It is not very big. It's like around the biggest part of the island is like maybe 100 miles. The other one's probably like, maybe like 70 or 80. So
That's
I mean,
wild.
it's big enough for fucking 500,000 people to live here, but Maybe not that many.
I'm nodding like, yeah,
Something
that's
like
I know
that.
how large that would be. But
Yeah, same.
I'm not
like,
good at
"Mhm,
estimating
okay, yep."
people. Let's just be real.
there's
sounds-
just a big question mark inside of my brain. It's that Kegel face you were talking about? That's all.
So I want to say that Oregon, Hawaii, and California are all kind of have like the various different
Yeah.
climates and
Yeah.
whatever going on.
Which
we have a little
for
bit of
our
everything.
Witchcast listeners is where our 3 guests are right now.
Right.
Oregon, California, and Hawaii.
Whereas here in beautiful New York City, we have sometimes it's gray and cloudy in the Upper West Side and raining in the Lower East. So, just really diverse.
Really, it can be snowing when I leave Astoria and not snowing yet when I get to the middle of the city.
Yeah, wild. So beautiful.
Tropical, beautiful New York City.
So beautiful.
Definitely have always wanted to see it though. It's probably one of the most foreign things I could imagine. I'm just like, I want to go look at all the tall buildings.
Well, you are very welcome to
Yo,
come anytime.
let's do a house swap. Ella, you can come anytime.
Okay, but I'm leaving my kids here.
Deal. That's fine. We will still take that.
Honestly, that's fair.
Honestly, totally okay. Your daughter seems awesome. We will meditate
Oh, she
together.
is.
She will lead
Yeah.
me in a
It's very
meditation.
cute.
Yeah.
Speaking of the synchronicities though, I was looking into the synchromysticism, this idea of chaos magic consisting of a set of techniques for actually deliberately engineering synchronicities. Have any of you ladies have any experiences of doings though? Because that's super cool.
I feel like I maybe have, but wouldn't know it by its name. So I'm interested to hear what you have to say. I definitely have, and maybe this isn't at all what you were just describing. I can't remember the exact wording of it. But I have, asked a question to the universe and then had the universe show me what a yes or a no was. And then basically what you're supposed to do is just wait until you see one of those symbols. Like, for instance, one of my yeses was a silver fern, which is the representative plant of New Zealand. And so I just had to wait until I either saw the yes, and I can't remember what the no was. It doesn't matter because I didn't see it. I saw the silver fern. So that's a kind of synchronicity, I suppose, that I was, looking to call in. But I'm interested to hear what you have to say about what exactly that is.
Oh no, that's it.
Wait, so what was the word?
No,
again?
Synchromysticism. No, this is literally just grabbed from the Wikipedia article
Synchromysticism.
on chaos magic, and it just talks about a form of postmodern animism that combines Jung's notion of meaningful coincidences with the quest for the divine, or self-actualization through experience of the divine.
This sounds interesting. So it's deliberately engineering synchronicity.
Yeah.
I
That's
guess.
Yeah.
I think it's about, I don't know, and maybe it's very complicated. It's not very clear in this Wikipedia article, but maybe it's kind of like you were saying, Jasmine, of recognizing the synchronicities and then trying to then utilizing those for your own answers, maybe.
Or actively seeking repeat experiences, or how do you actively seek a coincidence? I don't know.
I think that part of that is for me, if I am waiting for a sign and I think it maybe sort of might be one, I just fucking take it as a yes. I don't question it anymore. I'm just yep, nope, that's my sign. Because whereas before I would be
yep,
show me a sign, and I'd see a blatant fucking it'd be spelled out, Ella, do this fucking thing that you said, signed the universe, and I'd literally be that's not it.
I don't know
That's
though.
not it.
Yes,
No.
yes.
Send me
Same.
3 more signs to prove that was a sign, and now I'll get just the fucking fart trail of a fucking sign, and I'm yep, that's my clue.
That'll
We're
do.
going. Let's do this.
Let's roll.
I love
blazing.
that.
yep.
That
Same.
seems like you're just learning to trust your intuition more. And so
Yeah,
it's
no, that's
naturally
true.
taking you down the path where you're going to have more synchronicities.
So maybe I am.
I love that.
Hey.
I don't know.
I
Does that count?
I have such a we've talked about this before, but part of our research with this client on financial psychology was about cognitive dissonance and this idea, and we've talked about this with one of our medium guests too, of shutting, how your brain just automatically wants to shut down anything that could possibly be
That clashes with your beliefs about reality.
Yeah. So I'm trying. It's something I'm working on. I'm not there yet because my same Ariella. Like my first instinct, anytime I get a sign, is like, no.
Okay.
I want to be sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna need you to tell me a few more times.
Whisper
Yep.
it in my ear.
Yeah.
Louder.
Yeah.
Louder.
Yeah.
You might actually want to scream it in my ear.
5 more times,
Maybe a
please.
couple more times.
Just be triple, sure. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cognitive dissonance is a funny thing. I mean, to me, that's basically like the rejection of things that don't fit with your vision of how reality works. And it's, I don't know. It's an interesting
Yeah.
concept.
Rejection of dogma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of your own inner created dogma.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's that. Exactly. It's like even if
Ooh, I
you
love
decide that you believe something, you have to be able to accept things that don't gel with that and then move forward. And start to figure out what that means and how to like live with it.
And again, I think that's about learning to trust and listen to yourself, like learning and honing your gut instinct. And kind of that seems to be the core of chaos magic, is really about like sharpening your sense of self and what works for you. And it feels very self-love to me, very self-manifesting. I don't know.
Yeah, if we bring it back to Austin Osman Spar, he, in his use of sigils, would claim that he would see a sigil in his mind, and it was given to him by some sort of entity from some sort of other realm or plane of existence. And, he would just take each one as it is. And that is essentially, him using his gut, him using his instinct. Maybe he really was full on conversing with other beings, but at the end of the day, he was getting messages like, this is the sigil to use right now, this is the one to do now, this is the one for this one. And he even said, like, the ones that I'm using, you guys don't have to use. Like, you should go and explore and figure out what works for you. So yeah, it really boils down to trusting yourself, doing what works for you. And that's like such an important part of witchcraft because a lot of times I think a lot of us who even go into the study of it are enchanted by the idea of these old mystical spells and following them word for word. And then of course it means it's going to happen, but that's like not really how it works for the most part, And whenever I've been teaching other people how to do rituals,
true.
yeah. In any sort of ritual I do or that I send out to other people, I always say 1,000,000 times, listen to yourself. If you feel like dancing naked during this part, then that's what you're supposed to do. If you feel like doing X, Y, or Z, lighting this many candles, listen to yourself, because that is the essence of all the power. That is all of it right there. Yourself.
Yeah. Yourself. I
Yeah.
love that.
I'm into that.
So I'm not exactly sure why I feel called to share this, but everything that everyone is saying keeps bringing me back to the more you learn, the less you know type of experience. So you kind of can't go into anything with any preconceived notions because you have no idea if what you thought in the moment or situation prior is going to have the same effect on the next situation.
Right. Yeah.
It's because you're a whole new person every single experience,
Yeah.
So when you come back to it, you have new eyes to look at it with.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that really speaks so much to me and a lot of people who come from very dogmatic religions like Christianity, in particular is what I'm thinking of, raised Catholic, and something that always really appealed to me about witchcraft and I guess chaos magic. I didn't realize what it is, what it was called, but that idea that trusting yourself and knowing and if it works for you, great, and you can't be wrong. There's no wrong way to do anything. If it works for you, then it works for you.
It's such an opposite way of connecting to the universe from, say, 7 Hail Marys.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and that's such the especially Catholicism.
Catholicism.
Sorry. I was raised Methodist. I don't fucking know how to say it. My bad.
All good.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, so Catholicism is really strict, but Christianity is too. I just had a Christian friend post a meme that was it was like, oh, when someone tells me to follow my heart, and it's Wreck-It Ralph saying, thanks, Satan. And, my friend was like, oh, I hate when people say this, And I was like, honestly, as an ex-Christian, when you follow your heart, yeah, it does lead you out of the church. Keep your nose in the Bible if you want to stay.
Right.
I was just like, straight up, like, that is so real,
Yeah.
because you cannot follow a lot of these things and also be true to yourself. And that was where I got really, like, as I started, maturing sexually and like becoming a woman, and my dad thinking that I need to tell him if boys my age proposition me for sex. I was like, excuse me?
Oh, Papa.
Like, one time he's like, I heard that he asked if you wanted to have sex. I'm like, so I told him no. Like, what does it matter? He's like, well, you need to tell us about that. I'm like, ew, what the fuck? Like, if he was 35, yeah, I'd tell you. But if he's my age, I'm just gonna be like, dude, fuck off. Get out of here.
Yeah. Appropriate
Like,
reaction.
Exactly, yeah, fuck you. But yeah, it's just, those are very, like, confining, belief systems. And you have to really set yourself free and fucking break off through it,
Yeah, get the hell out of there.
Yeah, I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
get the fucking hell out of there.
Yeah.
But you can still, I think you could still believe in God or believe in Jesus,
Yeah.
and also practice witchcrafts. I know a lot of Christian witches.
Yeah.
I think Jesus is a rad dude. I think he's super misrepresented by his followers. So
Seems like he
that's
was a
just
cool
my 2
dude.
cents.
Some weird shit happening now. Has
Yeah.
very little to do with it.
Jesus seemed like
Yeah.
totally a witch. He totally seemed like a witch.
He's a fucking
Oh,
mystic.
totally.
He turned fucking water to wine. Come on.
Yeah.
His best friends were quote unquote whores.
Yeah.
Yes. Whores and lepers. He
I don't
loved
know
them.
why they worship him so much in the church. Like, he's not them. He's not one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wild.
Exactly. He
He's one of
stands
us.
for everything all y'all stand against. He's like, except gay people. They're like, Jesus says he hates gay people. Wait, no, that's not what I said.
Yeah, that
Wait.
I don't remember.
know.
I said
Jesus,
except
like, I
everybody.
literally
thought.
don't care.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Said love everyone. Fuck
Yeah,
these
that
gay
was the
people.
purpose
Yeah,
of
he's
his
like half these dudes
entire
are gay.
message.
There's 12 apostles. Statistically, at least one of them's gay.
Yeah, right?
I wonder if there was one of each sign. He's like, okay, I'm looking for my Cancer now.
I love that.
Oh my gosh.
And which one was
Theories
that
about the
one?
Bible.
That'd be amazing.
Peter.
I was going to say Peter.
Yes.
Peter and Paul.
Peter and Paul.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah, Peter and Paul. I stand by it.
Excuse me.
I actually I
canon.
direct a sketch team on the side, and there's 10 members, and I made them each tell me their sign.
Yes.
And they all know that I'm a witch, and they tolerate me. But I was like so excited because I really thought I was going to get one of, even though it's only 10, but I still wanted like everyone to have a different sun sign because that would make me so happy. But we actually have 2 Cancers, so womp womp. But
Damn it, Cancer.
I know, come on.
again.
So many.
I live
My
with,
Cancer's ruining the party again.
I live with 3 other people, and right now our sun signs are a Libra sun, a Capricorn sun, and a Sagittarius sun, and we're looking for a 4th roommate. And I've really been just like hoping, wishing, and praying that we get a water sign,
Yes.
so that we have our sun signs are in each of the different
Elements.
elements.
Yeah.
So far, it's been a lot of
That would
fire
be
signs
amazing.
applying.
Cool. You could
though,
open up
but,
some sort of portal.
Still holding out for the waters.
Yeah.
If you
Sometimes
What
they
a
slide in
criteria.
late,
yeah, they're probably just delayed somehow.
Put that in your ad.
Right. Yeah. Looking for a water.
You're right.
Preferably a water sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seeking.
It's me. You know
Are
the
you
ad is
into
already
witchcraft?
so long.
right.
Had to pay extra for extra words.
Right. Yeah. Willing to pay $5 extra for. So in all of your exploration with chaos magic and other similar sort of things, but in sort of the structure of chaos magic or lack thereof, is there anything you found that you really liked that we haven't discussed yet that you were like, wow, this is really cool, or that you want to talk about, things that you do now that you weren't otherwise, or that you didn't start with? I don't know.
No, I mean, honestly, we've mainly covered what I do. I keep it pretty fucking simple. I'm a modern witch. I'm busy. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a day job. So as simple as I possibly can is what I do. But yeah, basically my foundations are belief, just wild belief, and also just in recognizing that I don't understand what this is. And I probably never fully will, but just understanding that there is something to all of this stuff, you know, like witchcraft, ghosts, all these things. They're based in something that hasn't been proven yet and will never be proven in my time, and I'm okay with that, but I just believe in it and I'm willing to explore it. And you know, I masturbate to sigils. That's my chaos magic for you right
Gotta
there.
masturbate to something.
I don't like to believe that it will never be proven in our lifetime because anything
I
is
don't
fucking
think it will.
possible.
It's true.
And I like to have that.
Donald
I like
Trump
to
is
The
have that
fucking
scientific
president.
community
It's
needs to be
possible.
on our side. I just think it's going to be so long until the scientific community fully is ready to do
Oh,
the
I
kind
don't
of
need
research
their
that
proof
needs to
for
be
this.
done.
I can prove it myself.
No, but I mean, like we have been proving it ourselves as
Yeah.
witches for many years. But until we can get the scientific community on board, which I think will happen as long as we don't kill humanity in the next decade, it will happen
see.
at some point.
We'll see.
We're rapidly
They're
approaching that. I mean, noetic
opening up.
science, quantum physics, all that shit, it will be explained one day. And I'm actually glad to be alive when it's not explained. It's more fun.
Yeah. I hear that.
How about you, Ariella? Anything that you like? Anything that you practice that we haven't covered yet?
I talk to everything.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like,
Plants, animals,
Yeah.
the wind, fucking shit hanging over my shoulder, whatever. I
Yeah.
just talk to it. I am the crazy lady at the grocery store, and I don't care.
I
Life's
love
more fun that way.
Yeah, I wish I would have let myself be weirder at a younger age. I will,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I definitely have
Definitely.
gotten a lot weirder in the last couple of years. I'm just like, I don't fucking care. Whatever. Yes, I'm on the side of the road trying to cut these leaves out of this tree after I've spoken to it for a few minutes. Mind your business. Let's keep driving.
Yeah, keep it moving. Tree cutting going on here. Just a little tree snipping. I asked permission. Don't worry about it.
It's not
I
your
had a
business.
friend who used to pick up roadkill out of the road, and then she would like wrap it
I've
up,
always
let
wanted
it
to do that.
decay, and use the
Yeah.
bones.
Yep. I've always wanted to do that.
Wow.
I have a truck now, but I don't know if my husband's gonna let me. I feel like he's gonna be really not okay with me bringing home dead animals and letting them rot in the yard.
That's where he
so-
draws the line.
She puts them in like
be a-
coolers or something and buries them until they're
Oh, okay.
gone through their process. It's not like you have to watch
Oh,
it.
Yeah. No, I've seen
wow.
people do it like wrap it in plastic and then bury it so that it biodegrades, but it keeps all the stuff together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can just kind of sift through it.
that's so
I wonder
rad.
how
I
long
love that.
takes exactly.
I'd probably give it like 6 months. That's a good time.
Yeah, I don't
Well, I
want to.
guess if you,
I don't want to unbury some gooey thing.
yeah, I was
Right,
gonna
yeah,
say
yeah. You definitely want it to be done.
if you,
Yeah.
like,
Let it take its time.
this is just coming from my like true crime obsession, but I feel like if you wanted just the bones, the best thing would probably be to have like a more organic sack or box that like allows rodents and bugs to come in and eat, but like maybe, you know, like maybe like a slotted wooden box or something, so like it can actually decay all the juicy stuff away but leave the bones behind.
That was graphic, and I think that's a great idea.
So on that note, we end each episode with a tarot card pull. I think Jess and Ellie, you both have tarot decks with you, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do.
I had something to say before we went
Oh,
on.
yes,
yeah,
please.
absolutely. I'm so sorry.
my practice.
Please.
No, that's totally okay. So I practice a lot of energy work. Sorry about the train in the background. Energy work. So I naturally go into these altered states of consciousness, sometimes not as far as into gnosis as I would like to experience, but I'm getting there. So I actually practice what's called automatic writing. And that's kind of
cool.
when you enter into one of these states and then allow spirit, the divine, whatever, the other side to come through, and whatever entities you feel. It really is more dependent upon what your soul is willing to pick up. And for myself, being an Aries, I think I was born as an Aries because I was supposed to take this journey of self-discovery and help kind of lead the world into that, because I think that that's the next phase in healing mankind, is by focusing on the self,
Hell yeah.
so that we can then take it and help the rest of humanity. So it's like a selfishness that also goes into not so selfishness.
It's putting your air mask on first before
Yeah.
helping
Yeah, I
others.
love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And so how do you get yourself into those trance kind of states before you start writing?
So I have done mushrooms or smoking copious amounts of marijuana. Those are fun ways to do it. They're not an everyday thing, however. Sometimes it's just sitting there and doing some deep breathing practices before you get into it. Sometimes it's literally just asking the spirit come through you, and you just allow whatever to come through. Sometimes I'll write out questions and then see if like they'll answer things back. Sometimes I'll go into it with absolutely no expectation, and I'll come up with the most random, obscure, and beautiful things.
I love that.
Awesome. That's so cool.
We've talked on our podcast before about the artist's way. Are you guys aware of the artist's way, like by Julia Cameron? So it's really,
I've heard it, but no.
it's a book about like unlocking, or not unlocking, unblocking your creativity, like for people that feel like blocked artists, like if you feel like you've got writer's block or something like that, but also just people that want to be more creative in their life but don't know how necessarily, or just feel sort of like creatively stuck. But there's a whole bunch of exercises, but one of the things that you're supposed to do every day while you're doing it is morning pages, which is where you're supposed to just write nonstop up to 3 pages of text, and it doesn't matter what you write. It's just like you're supposed to do it every single morning. You wake up and you just start writing, and it like and sometimes you end up writing about things you're thinking about, but half the time it's just sort of like it's almost that it's a much less, it's sort of a like kind of a lower key version, but like of that sort of like trance state writing where it's just like what's the word I'm looking for? Consciousness, but not that. Flow consciousness.
Yeah,
Help
yeah,
me.
a flow of consciousness, stream of consciousness,
Stream of consciousness. Thank you. Like a stream of consciousness writing.
like a river, like a
and it's a
ocean.
really interesting way, especially doing it first thing in the morning, right after when you've been dreaming, because a lot of times I find I end up writing about dreams or like things that are like not necessarily otherwise on my mind, but that are just kind of coming through. It's a really interesting way to like log your dreams and also just sort of see where you're like kind of do that kind of writing, but for what's inside of your brain or what's in your own head right now. Different thing, but another kind of like sort of meditational writing that I really recommend, and that I found really helpful and cool for like both touching base with myself and also like creating new things and like finding nuggets of stuff,
Definitely. Mm-hmm. I think that it's really cool for someone to be able to do that in the morning anyway.
Yeah.
Because so many things do happen in our dream. Like we're living at least half of our life asleep.
Right.
So what is our consciousness doing at that time? Probably not just sitting around hanging out. They're having this whole nother experience that's going to teach us something if we can learn how to tap into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a really cool way to capture the things that kind of dissipate during the day once you're fully awake, and like, and then you can go back and look at it and be like, the rule is that they're supposed to be very private and no one's ever allowed to see them. And I feel very strongly
I like that
about
rule. I like
Yeah.
that rule.
Because it's not about like, creating something that can then be read by the like posterity. It's like, just like, okay, last night I had a dream about this, and I was going to make coffee now, and then like,
I love that. I need to do that. Ugh,
I recommend it.
I used to keep
Yeah, same.
daily journals every day as a kid, but that's because all the heroines of the books I was reading had journals. And I also had this idea that somehow I was going to die famous and they'd be posthumously like published. So I always was.
Oh my god, I had that
That's why I
same Anne
destroyed
Frank
them.
fantasy.
Yes!
Where I was like, I'm gonna die young tragically, and someone's gonna want to read my journal.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know what's wrong with us. To,
I mean-
like want that, but it sounded awesome.
I mean,
was like,
I still think about that every time I journal. I'm like, someone's going to read this one day, and I hope they think it's cool.
Right? I can't help but think that. It's this weird. I mean, and also like my grade school journal was basically like, "Dear diary, today I went to grandma's house. We had spaghetti for dinner. Love, Kate." That was
Right, yeah.
basically my
Imagining
journal.
70 years down the line when you were tragically murdered and people are like, the one about the grandma and the spaghetti. I mean, wow.
Life changing. Although I will say
Wow.
there is a whole volume from the ages of 7 to 9 where I was incredibly obsessed with the Wizard of Oz and wrote about it incessantly. So that'll be fun for someone to read someday, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh.
So
I probably had the exact opposite. I would write all the time, but I was kind of obsessed with Sylvia Plath when I got into high school, and I had the mentality even
Shocker.
before then, if
Which?
someone were to read this, I don't want anybody to read my thoughts. I gotta fucking hide this, because I did think that they were going to, but I like would flush them down the toilet. That's probably when I started my pyro thing. I would just burn them all. Sometimes I would save the little words. You couldn't tell what I was saying, but it looked cool, and I would pin it to my wall.
Wow, that is definitely a form of witchcraft.
That's hardcore.
And very Scorpio, like, don't fucking read my mind or thoughts.
Or just
Yeah,
giving
wow.
the tiniest little teaser and putting it on your wall where anyone could see it and they could look at it,
Right,
but not
it's so-
actually know what it is.
I love that.
It's brutal. It's very cool.
I know what it
Fucking
is, but you
mysterious
don't.
bitch.
Yeah.
I also want to give a quick shout out that I know that, you know, Jess and Ariella, you both have kids, and you work with your witchcraft and your chaos magic with your family and your young ones, right? I think that is so cool, and I just really wish I was raised like that. But what a fun young generation to bring up. Like, is there anything specific within chaos magic and the stuff that you do with your children that, you know, other moms and dads could implement if they wanted to?
Yeah, I encourage my kids to believe in things. So my son, we took him to this like light show when we lived in Denver, and he saw this light thing of Bigfoot when he was like 2 or 3. He's almost 7 now, and he still believes in Bigfoot.
Awesome.
And I have no plans on dashing that
So there's
belief at all.
a Bigfoot society of people, of like grown adults hunting for Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah.
That I
Yeah,
saw
I
this
know.
like music, like a series, like a song cycle kind of thing about like people who people who believe in and the different things that are supposed to be in America that we don't know about. And it fucking rocked. It was great. And the people that believe in Bigfoot that were like interviewed and stuff were amazing. There was like a famous playwright who was a part of it. It was so cool. I recommend getting into Bigfoot.
Definitely. Yeah, but he fully believes in like, you know, I asked him if he believes in magic, and he was like, you know, I think so. But then he looks at me, he's like, but I definitely believe in Bigfoot. And I was like, oh my God.
Right.
My daughter definitely is a magical little thing. I told them when they were sick this week, I was like, oh, mommy will make you a magic soup. That's how I got them to eat vegetable broth.
Red.
And so like
Smart.
last night I was making something for my son. She goes, mommy will make you a magic soup. And she'll always wave her hands around and she goes, look, mom, I'm doing my magic.
Oh, I love that so much.
That rocks.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then my little one is he's just a little garden gnome, I swear.
Adorable.
That's so cute.
And Jess, I know that one of your kids is really into magic.
Yeah, that's my 5-year-old Virgo daughter. But she's very cynical too. She's got that Pisces Chiron. So I don't know. I don't know how she's going to end up, but I'm very supportive of whatever she does. I encourage them to have their own minds and to explore anything that excites them.
I love that. I think that's a great way to raise kids regardless of how you identify. Yeah.
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 Follow their lead.
Yeah.
The more you follow
Yeah.
kids, the more they teach you. Like
Aw.
my kids definitely helped me drop some of my like cynicism and my marriage to logic. I'm just like, you know what? It doesn't fucking always have to be right. You know, like just
Yeah.
fucking do stuff, do the things, whatever.
Well, and then when they do get like all hung up in the day-to-day stuff or their drama, because they go through just, I don't know, if you remember being a kid, it was always dramatic for me.
Yes.
So I just encouraging them to explore that and to become more self-aware.
Love that. That's really great takeaway advice.
Yeah. You guys seem like great moms.
Yeah, you're
And
very
Jasmine
welcome.
works with kids too, so you all are very in tune with
Oh yeah.
your child
I
energy.
practice this shit with them
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. And it's so cool thinking
Yeah.
about like the reparenting of yourself, and then like I don't know, a lot of like as we get older, so many of my friends are having kids, and like seeing how well they parent, and just like because I think everyone has to reparent a little bit of themselves, no matter what you think of, like, you know, no matter how your parents were, like it's just part of the growing up process. And it's so cool to like think about the lessons that you learn from being around kids and being like, like it applies to me too. Like,
Yeah.
go fuck up, it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. It's so beautiful. That's why I like always loved like babysitting, because no matter what shit I was going through, then spending times with my kids, it all my like petty day-to-day shit would disappear, because like you could just be in the moment with them. Yeah.
I think that my biggest lesson during the reparenting phase, I mean, we're always kind of going through that, was that my parents also had to do that.
Yeah.
They're reparenting themselves right now, and maybe at a slower pace than some of us might have been.
Yeah.
Whew, that's a whole other thing, though.
Anyway, so we end every episode with a tarot card draw.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry. Let's draw a tarot card.
Jess and Ella, you both have tarot decks, right?
Yeah, tell us about your decks. I want to see your. Show me your decks.
Okay.
your deck.
Mine is
My
the
deck
Druid
is bigger
craft.
than yours.
No, mine is bigger than yours.
I've got a really big deck, but
Mine is.
I'm not going to
Mine's
whip
a
it out just
fatty.
now.
Like
Oh.
it's almost it's a bitch to try
Wait,
to.
is that the
shuffle
Druid
sometimes.
Craft tarot deck?
It is.
That's the one I have.
That's awesome.
Really?
That's the one I was talking
It
about.
has a lot of girth.
Yeah, it's girthy.
It does.
It's
It's
a
very
girthy deck.
girthy.
It's true.
Wow.
Yeah, my husband's a druid, so when I saw it,
Aw.
I was picky. I wanted to get a new deck for my birthday this past summer, and I was looking through them, and I saw it, and I was like, "That is the one."
Nice.
It is great.
Yeah. So okay, cool. Well, you guys are already familiar with this one, then.
Yeah.
And Jess, what deck do you have?
This one, it's just like the original Rider White deck.
Rad.
It's pretty. I like the
cool.
background.
I was
Yeah,
gifted it by one of my witchy friends.
Nice. Oh, that's sweet. I love a good solid Rider Waite, to be honest. I mean, that's what I learned off
Yeah.
of. So.
Do either of us have just like a? You don't have a. Well,
You
you
know
have
what?
the tiny one.
I have
right?
the tiny. That's how I
Yeah.
learned. My friend had a little.
I have one of those.
Yeah, the little touristy,
Yeah.
like, it's like a gag gift to stocking stuffer that people have by the cashiers, in the holidays. And my roommate at the time had it, and her sister gave it to her. She never used it. So I started playing with it and just kept reading the little booklet and kept pulling cards. And that's how I got really into tarot. It was just like, oh, this is cool. I really like this. I still have it. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
That's so chaos magic of you.
Aw. Yay. Thanks.
All right, so we're gonna have this is a special thing because we usually do one tarot card draw, but we'll do two today because we have so many guests and it's great.
Yes.
So
Do you-
yeah, who wants to go first? Doesn't matter.
I have mine,
Oh.
unless you're ready.
I have mine too.
Shampoo.
Same time. Same time.
you.
Let's go.
Yeah, how about this?
Just talk
One,
over each other.
two.
Fuck it.
Ooh.
Mine's Eight of
So-
Pentacles.
The Eight of
And
Pentacles.
Seven of Cups reversed.
Ooh.
Reverse Seven of Cups.
Ooh, ooh.
All right.
What does it mean?
So
Very interesting.
yeah.
You said it was 8 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups reversed?
Seven of Cups reversed.
Okay.
Yeah. Eight of Pentacles. I like this one because I usually equate it with like good, steady, honest progress on things that you're doing. Like, you're getting somewhere. It's not like, oh, I did a manifestation ritual and I got $8,000 or something. It's like I worked and I'm making my money and I'm honing my craft and I'm gaining skills.
Yeah.
And so I like it, especially for you guys too, because your whole mission is just to like basically make this like good, steady progress and like learn things and analyze them and really like,
Yeah.
really try to hone yourselves and your craft and your inner self.
I love that.
We're trying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so the Eight of Pentacles is all about like building skills and like coming towards mastery and like the rewards from that, right?
Yeah. You're on your way to attaining mastery. You're not like
Not
quite
quite
there.
there.
It's not all in your lap,
But it's the
you're
journey
really
is
making those
happening.
steps.
I'll
on the
take
path.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice card. It's all right. And then so the Seven of Cups typically is like opportunities and like, but also like wishful thinking, I think. But so reversed is like,
So it's like getting more clear on what it is you actually want.
Whoa.
love
Yeah.
that.
See, I work with reverse cards. I don't do like opposite meanings with reverse cards, just that's me in my own personal practice. I tend to think of it as internal work. So something that needs to be looked at, a place where you are experiencing an energetic block. So you can't move forward because there's something you need to deal with and you need to sit and reflect about it. So I would read the Seven of Cups reversed as being overwhelmed with your own emotions and what's available to you right now, and maybe even feeling a lack of opportunity when really there's an abundance of opportunity, and kind of accessing this lack mindset and working through it. That's what I would say.
I could see how that could fit into some things. However, because I drew it and I know what's going on in my own my own mind and everything, I've really been feeling like this coming into like clarity over what I need to be doing, probably after a time of like what Jasmine was saying, that mental block and that cloudedness. So kind of like waking up from this sleepwalking state.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I love that. And I love how like the two cards
All good
kind of
things.
tie right directly into each other as well.
Yeah, they're complementary cards, in that one is about hard work to move forward and the other is about figuring out how to move forward in some ways. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm still pretty new to
Cute.
tarot.
I'm looking to them. I'm
You're
like,
doing
yes,
great."
ladies. Validation.
Well, that's great. I love those cards. And thank you so much for bringing those into our lives.
Yes.
Those decks and those pulls.
And just being with us, it's so
And
fun to
chatting,
talk to you
yeah.
three. I could talk to you guys forever.
Yeah, this is such a delight to get to chat with you.
I know, it's been fun. I like getting us all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Squad.
Squad goals.
Hashtag squad goals. And we're using Squadcast today. We're trying out a different. That's funny.
Squadcast.
Squadcast.
Squad and squad.
Podcast.
So thank you again for being here. We know you've got the Power of Three podcast.
Yes.
Where should our listeners find you? What
Yes.
should they do? You all have Instagram.
Yes.
Plug yourselves.
Yeah.
I'm the worst at this part. How about we go? I'll go Jess, then Jasmine, then Ella, just to create an order.
So you can find me at loving_incantations on Instagram, and www.lovingincantations.com is my website. Email would be loving.incantations@gmail.com.
Awesome.
Oh, and what kind of offerings do you?
Yeah, what are you
offer?
open for right now?
Like, what?
people
Yeah,
were looking to.
Yeah.
At the moment, I am working a lot on tailored meditation practices. So I'm offering a 15-minute consultation call to get the background on you, what it is you're needing energetically, where you're wanting to go in your life, and then I can help you tailor guided meditations or movement meditation practices that fit your specific needs.
Oh, that rocks. Miss Jasmine.
Hello, hi. You guys can get in touch with me on Instagram. I'm there all the time. My username is satin.saturn, so the fabric and the planet. My website is jasminewolf.xyz. And I'm a tarot reader, a numerologist, and astrologer. I offer readings in all three of those modalities. I also teach courses. By the time this launches, I might be gearing up for offering one-on-one mentorship for teaching people how to read tarot. I did a tarot school last year. And I just found that the information was way too fucking much to do in a course with a bunch of people. So I'm switching and going to be doing mentorships with that. And in the coming months, I'm also opening up a witchcraft school. So any baby witches, intermediate witches out there that want to learn what exactly I do, keep your eyes peeled for that.
Red.
Very cool. I'm going through making sure that I follow you on all my accounts right now.
Yeah.
Cool. Ella?
So my Instagram handle is the.celestial.rose. It's the same on Facebook, which is where my shop is at. And let's see, I have a small metaphysical shop. It's I have I have herbal smoke cleansing sticks. Like I said, I do a little bit of like crystals and altar items, stuff like that. Just trying to get everyone started on their path. Kind of little materials that people might need to get started. I am also doing a Kitchen Witch newsletter monthly. I
Nice.
kind of stepped away from my blog. It was too much to do once a week, so I had to make some changes there. But so I'm starting to do that. By the time this comes out, probably be close to month 2 sending it out. And then I also do I have a course about ancestor magic. I don't like the way it's formatted right now, so I hope that it'll get itself resolved soon, but I'm just kind of letting it sit at the time so that I can figure out how best to present the information. So we'll see how that pans out, but if you're interested in it, let me know. I'll help you out.
Wow, all three of you are so generous with your gifts and your time. That's so cool. What great resources for our listeners and ourselves.
Ourselves.
Definitely gonna be stalking you.
You're right. And we are Witchcast Podcast. We're on
right.
Instagram at Witchcast Podcast.
Yes.
You can email us at witchcastpodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts. And if you're feeling up to it, we'd really love a little review or a rating or whatever. That's great for
Yes.
us. If you don't mind, please and thank you.
Helps us, other people find us, and also be sure to follow and listen and subscribe and rate the Power of Three podcast
Yes.
as well. These ladies are amazing and super informational as well as hilarious as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and it's been so great to have you. And
Yeah. Thanks again for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Our pleasure. And until next time,
Heck
Yeah.
'Cause it's Witchcast.
Yay! We did
So
it.
many voices.
I know.
I hope
I don't
this came
think that
out
I said it.
good.